Just because we're getting old and we're retired doesn't mean to say we need to let our guard down and trust everybody. Security in retirement, your personal security, is very important and it's something that you should consider. But before we get to that, we can see tea and
Ooh,
cookies. Hey,
oh yeah,
our favourite, shortbread. We
uh,
always seem to be having shortbread, don't we?
do you think we must be missing cruising, Norm, because we've got our MSC mugs here?
Oh, we just do miss cruising.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh,
we are Tina and Norm, and we talk all things retirement, finances, a bit of lifestyle. And if you're new here,
please subscribe to our channel and give us the thumbs up because it really helps our channel to grow.
so we're talking today about your personal security in retirement and a few of the things that you might have forgotten about of free things that you already have that you maybe aren't taking advantage of. So what's the first one, Teen?
Well, I think that's one that we've just been recently using, Norm, and that is the VPN. And after one of our last videos that we put up, we have actually had quite a few viewers actually ask if you could just describe a little in detail exactly what the VPN is.
VPN is a way of encoding your internet search traffic. So when you go onto any site, whether it's your home banking or you're just looking for cat videos on YouTube, your internet service provider can see that and they can see where your location is. Google can as well. And so what a VPN does is it encodes your um, your search stream. And so as you go to a website, you're rerouted to a server somewhere else that the VPN company owns. And as they accept the signal that you've done, they decode the signal and then send it on to the site that you're going to. So the site has no idea where you are in the world, and you can choose to be anywhere in the world. And why that's useful is if you want to watch TV in a foreign country. And so the typical one is BBC iPlayer. People use a VPN to trick that into thinking that they're in England. Or some people want to watch American Netflix as opposed to their country's version of Netflix because the movie library is bigger. VPNs are basically you're paying around $5 a month, and the one that we have is Surfshark. We have a link to it in our description of this video. You just click on more and you'll see that. We're not getting paid by Surfshark. It's
No.
just something we've bought and we're sharing with you. Um, Basically, we can get about 6 different appliances on it. So iPads, iPhones, laptops, computers, desktop um, can all be on it. And we had that throughout Alabama, and we felt a lot more secure that
Yeah.
the Wi-Fi we were getting in the condo, they wouldn't be able to know what we're looking at. So if you're doing online banking, it's way more secure.
Also, it was very handy when we were stopping in the hotels going down too, wasn't it? Nobody really knew where we were through our accessing to our iPads and computers, so it worked really great. I think another thing too, Norm, is that people might not realize is that if they're going to use their credit card, whether it's at the bank machine or whether it's in a store, when you actually put your card in, you should really kind of use the other hand to cover if you have to put your number in. I know a lot of people are using tap for buying things, and that's great. But we did find, particularly on our last trip, that lots of places didn't take tap, and we actually had
No.
to put the card in and our number in. So if you just sort of put the other hand up, then just in case, particularly at an ATM machine, there could be a camera above you that might be recording the number. So just for your own safety, it's a good idea to cover up what number you're typing in.
And the other thing is, if you're in something like a 7-Eleven or one of those convenience stores, um, and you have they want you to use the credit card reader, and you're going to put it in to the machine because they don't have tap. Just get the fascia of the machine and try and lift it up, because oftentimes what they've done is they've put a false top on, and
Oh, yeah.
it's going to record your PIN number and your bank account details, and then they can just scam you from that and steal money. So the top of the machine should be solid. If it lifts up, then they're going to scam your card, so don't use it.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we have, Tin?
Well, I think a lot of people might not realize about some of the extra perks that if they're buying large purchases with their credit cards, Norm.
That's right. So, like us, we bought a
Yeah.
camera for YouTube.
Yes.
Well, if we drop that on the floor within a certain period of time, the credit card company offers a warranty on it. So they'll double the warranty on the camera. So instead of it being a 12-month warranty from the manufacturer, you get 2 years. If you drop it on the floor as an accidental spill, I think up to 90 days,
90 days, isn't
we
it?
can have a claim and get our money back from it. So these added warranties that the credit card company has is something you forget about.
Yeah.
But it could be something that would save you a lot of money. There was a funny thing with our car insurance. We swapped our car insurance, and the company we went to, while they're giving us the quote, said that if we had a puncture in the car,
Oh,
they would cover that once a year. Well, we instantly forgot that.
yeah.
We did
We-
have a puncture.
Sure, we must have been having a senior moment, eh, Norm?
And we
'Cause
we never claimed it, but it would have been free instead of, I think it cost me with tax about $40.
So a small thing, but we forgot all about it, didn't we?
We did.
So sometimes there are extras there that you forget you've even got.
Yeah.
Another thing too, when you're traveling, and we feel is quite important, is that we take a photocopy of our passports. So when we're traveling, not only do we have the original with us, we actually keep in a separate place a colored photocopy. Just in case anything happens, if it gets stolen or anything, you actually have your number and everything there. And I think that's
Yep.
one of the brightest things we've done, isn't it?
So if
Norm?
you go to your
Yeah.
local consulate because your original passport's been stolen, lost, damaged, you've got a complete copy of it that they can see, which goes a long way to prove that you are Canadian
Yeah.
and or
Who- oh,
your nationality.
Yeah, to prove who you say you are.
And as I say, it's a record of the passport number as well. So we've always done
Yeah,
that.
we have, haven't we?
The other thing that we do when we were traveling and we were checking our bags, the last thing on the big suitcases we had, there was like an elastic that you fixed after you'd packed everything in. It kind of held everything together. Well, what we would do is we would get like an A4 piece of paper, fold it in half, and on one half we would write our destination. So we would put our flight number, our name, the name of the hotel we were going to, the address, and a phone number if we knew it. So if your bag got lost and it didn't show up on the carousel at your destination, if the airline opened it up, they would instantly see where you were going and then they would just bring the bag to you. And then on the way home, we would flip the piece of paper over, we'd write our flight number, where we were coming from, and our home destination, and our phone number, and our email address as well, just in case.
Yeah. And you hear about luggages disappearing, or in particular people going on cruising, they don't even get them, do they?
Especially with the COVID, it seemed to have disrupted the whole luggage business. So that was just a little tip that we always do. So talking about travel, I know this is more about security and retirement. We are starting to look and think about traveling in 2023, and New Year's coming up on us. So some of the destinations that we're considering is obviously Portugal. We have a deep love of the Algarve.
Soft spot.
We're also looking at places like the south of France, which...
That sounds very interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah, we have family contact there. My father used to spend a lot of time in the south of France. How about something exotic, Tim?
Oh, we're starting to check out Thailand and see what it has to offer. We're starting to look at sort of flights and sort of what sort of hotel deals. And a few years ago, we did go on a great trip to China.
We did.
And everything was included, the flights, hotels, and everything. But since then, we don't seem to have seen that too much for Thailand.
No.
But we are keeping our eyes open to see if there's any really good deals out there. Hey?
So what we're doing is we get 31 days travel insurance on our credit card that we buy. So it's about $380 now, and that covers the two of us. I'm the primary card holder, so it's my insurance, and it covers Tina as well as being with us. And so instead of doing 2 months at a time, because we were getting top-up insurance, and it is becoming increasingly expensive. So we're just going to do the trips up to 31 days, there and back, where we've already paid for the travel insurance. The other thing that we're having serious doubts, and the Alabama trip threw this up, we call it self-catering, but we rented a condo, we did our own cooking. It's getting expensive to do that, whereas we have friends that do a hotel room that includes a breakfast, and then they're just on the hook for one other meal in the day because they treat the breakfast like a brunch every day. And so that's something that we're starting to play around.
And look at numbers, isn't it? So we're seriously weighing up whether is our option of self-catering or having a sort of semi-board one where we get breakfast, could that be a better deal, both financially and it'd be kind of nice, hey Norm, having somebody cook breakfast and make the beds and do everything like that.
That's right.
And talking about travel, I just got a nice new t-shirt from our son who'd been to Mexico.
Yeah.
Which is great.
So that's a Cancun t-shirt.
It is.
You're looking very glamorous with your scarf.
Thank you. If you have enjoyed this video, we are sure you will enjoy this next video, which is a companion video. And we hope that everybody is staying safe.
And keeping well.
Until the next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.